friends, I'm Julie with Sanctuary Gardens, and I'm finally gonna get planted some of my warm crops that have been really needing to be planted, but it just was raining this last week, like every day. It's gonna be raining probably the next week too, but I just have to get these out here finally, and I just thought I'd bring you along, kind of show you, what I'm planting, and maybe you can learn some tips along the way. So right here in the front, I'm planting some jigsaw peppers. These are hot peppers. I let Will pick out the hot peppers every year because I can't handle heat. And so I basically just let him pick out which hot pepper he wants each year. And this is the one he picked out this year. It's a really pretty one. It's from Baker Creek Heirloom Seed, just based off of the catalog we were looking at. It's gonna be, the leaves are a really pretty purple color. I don't know if you can see that. So they're gonna be really pretty. And I don't know what the heat level is going to be, but he really liked that they were a beautiful addition to the garden. So I'm going to put them right here in the front because from my kitchen window I'll be able to see these. They'll add some nice color to the garden. Oh, some mushrooms are growing. Always make sure when you're planting, I have a lot of clumps, but I'm just going to break them up. Don't be afraid to really pack it in. I mean, don't be rough, but plants can handle a lot. You want to make sure that they come into good contact with the soil. These are eggplant. They're kind of purple. I think once they're in the ground, they might turn more green, but I'm going to plant these next to the peppers. You know what? I changed my mind. I'm going to plant poblano peppers. I'm going to plant these first and then plant those. I don't always measure specifically how far apart, but I know pepper plants can get about a foot or more high, probably about a foot wide. I'm going to plant these peppers right about here. And if you notice, I have 4 peppers there. I'm gonna plant these, sorry my dog, poblano peppers in like a triangle pattern. You can plant things a little more intensely if you offset it in a triangle pattern. So I'm gonna put it right here, and right here. All right guys, thank you. Thank you for protecting me. Oof, that just kind of fell apart. I bought these, so a little dry. I should have watered them. Once again, I'm doing another triangle pattern here because I have 4 eggplants. Okay, right there. This one needs to be more like right here. Always place them before you plant. These are Matoyo eggplant. Ooh, that's kind of root bound. Like I said, they are very ready to be out of these pots. Last year was the first year I ever planted eggplant, and they didn't really turn a purple color. They're more green, but we didn't mind. They were delicious. I made eggplant parmesan, but vegan version, and made ratatouille. It was delicious. I could probably share some eggplant recipes later this year when I get some eggplants, kind of show you some things I do with them.
I'm your Vanna.
Will is my Vanna. He's gonna demonstrate how to plant this eggplant. So first of all, we dug the hole. Go ahead and place it in there so they can see. So it's as deep as it, maybe even a little deeper would be nice. Basically, you just want to make sure that when you cover it with soil that you're completely covering the plant soil here. Otherwise it dries out really easily. Okay, so he is going to kind of squeeze it a little bit, put his fingers around. You can see how he's cradling the plant there. Our eggplants are a little root bound, but we're not going to break up the roots at all. Go ahead. And then Will's going to very gently put soil around it and pack it down. Like I said before, just, you know, don't worry about hurting the plant by packing it. Don't be mean, but also make sure that it gets some good contact with the soil. And as you can see, when I lift it up, you can't see the soil that the plant was originally in because I want to make sure it's completely covered. That's beautiful. Thank you. Just because I know this is probably going to come up as a question, once again, I'm showing you, I didn't do it perfect, but I planted these all in somewhat of a triangle. You can see here, these are the points of the triangle, just like that. And then I did it with the eggplants too. By doing it this way, you're able to plant things a little bit more intensely. So that way you can get things a little bit closer together and they grow well together. And then if you wanted, you could, you know, sprinkle in some herbs in between there and kind of fill it in the rest of the way. So I have here the yellow straight neck squash and then the Black Beauty zucchini squash. And I could have started these indoor, but I looked at the directions and they said to sow them directly into the garden in May through June after the weather has warmed. You do have the option of planting them inside first in pots, but I was too lazy. I also ran out of supplies pretty early on. I'm gonna go ahead and just transplant or plant these directly in the ground. And I've never done zucchini and yellow squash here on this property. I did in Idaho with my dad. And they do tend to kind of take over a bit, but this one here says it is fairly compact, won't take over the garden. So hoping that they hopefully won't take over my bed too much. What I did was, there's my eggplant. They said to space about 3 feet apart. This is obviously not 3 feet from that, but I did plant them at the very edges of the bed. This bed is 4 feet apart, so they're going to be about 3 feet apart from each other, about 1.5 to 2 feet from these. I'm probably going to end up pruning them just to make sure that they don't, go over there. But the reason I'm leaving so much, I have some potatoes here that were left over that I threw in the corner. I'm leaving such a big space here because I'm going to try to create a triangle trellis for my cucumbers. So I want to make sure I leave enough room for that. Everyone knows that zucchini and yellow squash produce a ton of fruit. So I'm literally only going to plant 2 seeds of each. A rule of thumb when it comes to planting seeds, people always wonder how deep to plant. Now on your seed packet, it should usually tell you about how deep, but a general rule of thumb is 2 to 3 times the length of the seed is how deep you're going to plant it. So the bigger the seed, the deeper you plant it. The tinier the seed, the more shallow that you plant it. So this one is, I would say, maybe a 1/4 inch long, this seed. So you're going to plant it about 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch deep. I'm just going to place that right there. I'm just going to cover it up. I'm not even really pushing it down. I'm just kind of piling soil on top of it. So that should do it. So it's actually the next day, 2 days later. I ended up having to stop. It was getting too late and it started raining. So I'm pretty much doing this like in between rain episodes, which is why I'm wearing long sleeve. But then like now I'm really hot because it's sunny out, but like 5 minutes later it's going to be raining. So you never know. So I'm going to be planting this bed here with some perennial flowers, some flowers that will reseed. So I can collect the seeds and keep planting them each year. I really wanted to have some cut flowers, and I finally decided that this was the year I was going to grow some cut flowers. So I'm growing some, well, let me show you what I'm going to grow. So in this bed, I'm going to start by growing some of the tallest flowers in the back of the bed, and then some of the shorter flowers here in the front, just because it will look a little bit better, so that the tall ones won't be shading out the shorter flowers. Some of the tall ones I'm growing is, I'm growing a mix of different sunflowers, just like a really big beautiful yellow one, and then some what they call autumn or fall colors, kind of a mix of pretty colors. One of the other tall flowers I'm growing is this hollyhock called Margaret Double Champagne. It's absolutely beautiful. Hope you can see it. It's like this peachy pinky color, and it's like double petals, so it looks a little different than a typical hollyhock. I saw it on the Baker Creek Heirloom Seed website and I was like, have to have that. They call it blushing pink, so I'm really excited. So I'm gonna put that in the back with the sunflowers. Bells of Ireland, I've always loved these. Technically this says I should have planted this in fall and winter, so I'm gonna try that for this fall, but I might plant 1 or 2 in hopes that maybe I'll get something, but probably will try planting this in the fall for the next year. And then of course zinnias. I got this at a farmer's market. It's just a mix of different colored zinnias. I got this polar bear zinnia from one of my free seeds I got from Baker Creek. Whenever you order, they send you a packet of free seeds to try out. And it's really pretty. It's like white with a green center. So I'm really excited. I think it'll go really well with the double champagne hollyhocks. And then if I can get the bells of Ireland to grow, I think this would be a really pretty combo. I'm also going to try planting some poppies. This is a mix of poppies. And then Hungarian blue breadseed poppy. I don't have a picture of it, but it's a really pretty like purple poppy that almost looks like a tulip. I had snatched a few seeds from a friend. So I'm going to kind of mix both of these together and see what comes up. I'm also planting borage. This is the first year I've ever planted borage. Borage is it's a medicinal plant, but it also has really pretty kind of purplish blue flowers, and the bees absolutely love it. And so it's really great for the pollinators. And so I thought I'd give it a try. And then what's great is it will reseed, so I can get some seeds and pretty much indefinitely always have borage on hand. This is a great companion plant for tomatoes, by the way. One thing about sunflower seeds is if you just lay these on top of the soil, like if you just spread them out, the birds will come and peck them. So just be sure you actually get them in the soil. I'm gonna kind of put these in a cluster. Kind of, you know, some people do things in very neat order, and you can definitely do that. But I kind of like keeping things in clusters because that's a little bit more of how it is in nature. Now I'm planting these pretty close together, honestly. These are a lot closer than a foot, but I like things to be pretty close because I just think it looks pretty, and if I need to, I can thin. So that way, I just want to make sure I get enough of these coming up. I'm so excited. I think this is literally my most exciting thing. Whoa, that's a lot of seeds that I'm planting this year, flower-wise. For some reason, I didn't get a video of me planting the poppy seeds, but you can see how tiny these are. Basically what I did was broadcast them over the bed, and broadcasting is basically, instead of having to get each individual little seed and plant it, you're just gonna basically do like that. You can mix it with dirt ahead of time or sand and then scatter it. It does it a little more evenly, but I'm probably gonna have like a big clump of poppies right there. So friends, I hope you enjoyed planting with me. It's actually getting really hot out. I might go inside and put a short sleeve shirt on. This is our weather in spring. Is one second it's cold and raining. Last night it rained so hard it actually woke me up, and then the next moment you're like taking your sweaters off because it's so hot. I still have a few more things I'm going to plant. I have some winter squash I need to get in the ground, but I need to till up that part of the hill. Probably have a few more flowers, and I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I have some herbs I still haven't got in the ground. I've been a little bit delayed this year. I got to share a few of the fun things I've been doing in the garden. Hope you guys are enjoying planting your own gardens, and enjoy the beautiful weather while it lasts, however long it does last. In a little bit, I'm going to be planting this trellis here. Will and I just built this today. I'll be doing a video on it in a little bit of how we built it and what I'm planting on it, because I'm super excited about what I'm planting on it. So stay tuned for a future video on that. Thanks for planting with me today, guys. Go out and grow something. God bless.